stream. I am, unfortunately, as always, Sturm B, and I suck. My microphone is over here, so I have to lean this way. Okay. Anyway, so here we are on the GOG Galaxy page for the next game I will be playing, at least for one session, at least half a session. I don't know anything about this game, so I don't know whether or not I will like it. Apparently I liked it enough to have purchased it at one point, thus the reason why it's here. So let's check it out. I've got it installed. I have not yet launched it before, so we're going to launch it now and see what happens. I'm probably going to have to do some adjustments and settings changes, especially to best experience with the gamepad, huh? Well, we'll see about that. I do have one nearby just in case I do need it / want it, but we'll see. Okay. Annapurna, I am familiar with that developer / publisher, whatever it is. Mobius, I'm assuming. I don't know what that company is, though. Looks like they got the resolution right out of the gate. That's good. Oh, we're going to have to put in a profile name. Well, I'll put in my profile name. Cancel and exit game. You have to put in a profile name. Or GTFO. That's probably what I should put in as my profile name. Anyway, version 1.0.7. I have no idea really what I'm in for. I remember seeing the trailer for this game back when it first was being launched or close to launch and being intrigued, but that memory of that has evaporated from my mind. And I just didn't feel like ruining the experience by going back and rewatching that trailer before playing this tonight here. I figured let's just see what it is with fresh eyes. So we got some stuff here. Jetpack boost. Can be manual or anytime upper thrust is needed. No, let's just leave it manual, I guess. Hopefully there will be a tutorial. I'm sure there will. So there, yeah, we should HUD notifications. Translator equip mode. That's automatic. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm gonna leave things at the defaults as much as possible. Yeah, there is a default thing there, which is nice. Swap tab. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, we'll leave this here. English, normal there, freeze time, recording translator. Conversations disabled. Freezing time during conversations. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, a little bit yawny, but that doesn't mean I'm tired. Well, actually, it does mean I'm tired. I took an unintended nap earlier. Invert player look, please do. Invert ship look, please do. I'm sure. Vibration, and I don't have a well, I do have a controller, but I'm not sure if I want to use it just yet. Rebind controls. So let's see, what do we got here under controls? Gotta pause, confirm, cancel. Okay, moving the x-axis and y-axis naturally. Looking around, yep. Interacting is the same as confirming. It's good. Jump, yep. Flashlight, fine. View map, good. Map zoom in and out. Interesting, but okay, sure. Translate, right key, okay. Signal scope. That's a new one. I don't know what that is. Well, signal scope. Zoom. All these are right mouse button things. Okay, that's fine. Rear view. Snapshot. Interesting. Tool X and Y axis. Why 1, 4, 3, and 2? That doesn't make sense unless you're talking... No, it doesn't even make sense on the numpad. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Roll mode, jetpack boost, lock on. There's a lot of controls here. Landing camera, autopilot, cockpit free look. That's okay. Change ship. Okay, well, let's leave these things alone here. Like I said, defaults. We'll see how it does if I need to plug in a controller at some point. Well, I don't have to plug it in. I got a wireless Xbox 360 controller, so I should do just fine. I am, however, impressed that it did detect my resolution and such. Very pleased with that. And it's even in borderless window mode, which is always a plus as well, rather than exclusive full screen. Alright, I think we can leave the rest alone. So let's leave the menu. And I guess we will be, one more click away there, we will be embarking on a new expedition. Here we go. After it loads. Cheers. Okay, sure. I will wake up. Okay, I can look around a little bit. I can see my own body. That's good. Good. Mouse sensitivity is a little bit high. Let's go and see if we can change that. Look, sensitivity. Let's go about half of what we had. Yeah, and we'll leave the menu. Hopefully it is saved. Ooh, that needs... Let's go back and turn it down some more. I don't know whether or not it's actually even... Alright, let's try that. It's not really making much of a difference. Huh. Alright, well, here we are. Campfire, we can roast a marshmallow, apparently. Go that way, or go that way. Maybe even that way. There's someone else here we can maybe talk to. Slate. Steal some of his marshmallows. Sure, let's roast a marshmallow. Oh, okay, we can move the stick. Extend it. Extinguish. Eat. Replace it. Okay, this is interesting. Let's put it away. Dude, you're not even roasting any marshmallows. You're just kind of poking at the fire. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. All systems go. I'm ready if you are. You sure you fixed the retro rockets? That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that. But hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you said your goodbyes or whatever. Hope I've injected enough personality into him. With that, I seem to remember this is, yeah, about one of those tools. This is kind of like a humorous take on the space exploration game, like Outer Worlds, obviously, which is shares a very similar title with, and oh, what's it? It's No Man's Sky, that sort of thing. But what do I know? Alright, well, let's look at our map. I know that. What is happening over there? I don't know. There's a lot of strangeness happening around here. I'm hearing a beeping sound, or is that part of the music? Yeah, it's part of the music, I think. There's that white strangeness over there again. Behind that tree. What's going on? Okay, so let me hit... what is that darkness happening suddenly? Going away. I don't know what's happening here. Something just flew overhead, I think. Yeah. Several somethings. They look like maybe airships, or... I don't know. Okay, let me hit tab, bring up the map. Getting distracted. Oh, I don't have a map. Okay, that's fine. So whose stick is this with the marshmallow already on it? It's not mine. I got mine. You got yours. Whose cup is this, too? Okay, whatevs. So we're supposed to go to the observatory, according to what he said here. I realize the video looks a little bit choppy right now, and for that I do apologize, stream. If anyone is watching, please feel free to let me know how the video looks, how the audio sounds, and I'll see what I can do on my end to alleviate any issues with either. It does look considerably darker on stream than it does on my screen right now, but I don't know, we'll see what's going on. So, I'm pretty sure you said observatory to get the codes, and I'm guessing this is where we'll need to go eventually. Requires launch codes, yes. And yeah, okay, it looks like we can't... Can't really go this way. Yeah, it's a little too high up. The jumping mechanic I was just noticing there, so I paused, is very interesting. You just barely tap the jump button and you just hop a little bit. If you hold it down, you'll get a bigger jump out of it, but if you hold it down too long, you'll just get out of the jump altogether and then hop. So that's interesting. That's why it says hold and release right there. So I guess this is the only way we can go. That's where we're going. Yep, there's a moon thing flying by. Okay. There's something down there, but let's see what's up here first. We've got another fella. Micah. Hey, it's you! Yep, it's me. Slate said you'd be blasting off your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you going to go into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. I want to practice with a pro before I leave. I hear you and Slate beefed up the model ship. Can I see it? Sure. Yeah, we recalibrated the controls and installed better thrusters. Want to give it a test drive? Slate says it's just like the real thing and only less likely to start fire. Only less likely, not and. Try to land on one of the geyser pools. Show me what you got. I'm guessing that's this. This is the model. Ah, so that's what we were seeing earlier there. It's definitely a geyser pool. Okay, sure, let's... Oh, I found my flashlight. That's F. Sure, let's fly this model ship. Wow, okay. So, Q leaves. Yeah, oh, that's not good. Q resets it at least. That's really not good. So try to land at one of the geysers, right? Oh, yeah, that's not good either. But, hey, we got... I can't see it. Well, there's... Ah! We're scaring this dude here. Look at that. Sorry, dude. Oh, yeah, we're going to hit you for sure. Whoa, no. Yeah, this way. Whoa. Let's just reset it. Yeah, that's... yeah, no. Yeah, nope. We got some lovely music playing at least, though. So there's that. I guess we're supposed to land it here, like this. Is that the idea? Not on the open geyser, but on one of these. Screw that. I can't seem to land it just right, though. So is this going to be like the controls for most of the game, or what? I wonder. The moment you hit something, it just screws up everything, doesn't it? I can't even get it to land straight and normal there. There, how about that? How about over here? Close enough. That's a win. Alright, I'm out. Ugh. What a landing. I guess the website lets you fly the real thing, huh? Yep. That's why. Alright, let's see what we do down here. Let's talk to these folks. Looks like they're launch tower that way. Howdy. Porfy. Hey, Attlerock. I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gosson open up a bottle of the good stuff. Adventure amongst one star. Actually, other stars are too far away. The good stuff is delicious sap wine and more daunting digestive challenge. An iron stomach is the mark of a true Hearthian, my friend. Our hardy hunter-gatherer lifestyle stems from trial and error, by which I mean our ancestors survived eating a lot of bad things. Sounds about right. Sounds like my life, actually. Surviving by eating a lot of bad things. There's just all these things floating and flying around. It's just crazy. Sun's going down already. These are some short days. Apparently. Observatory's that way. We'll get to that soon enough, I guess. How about you, Banjo Man? Looking nice. Nice, I guess. I don't know. Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Tell me about the traveler's instruments. Oh, sure. I made all their instruments, you know. Let me see. There's church drums, Ryback's banjo, and Gabbro's flute. And Feldspar's harmonica, of course, though Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Seems like it feels just like yesterday. They were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space? That'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. Okay. Sounds good. I can't even walk up here. I have to jump to get onto your porch. Lady. I'm guessing it's a lady. I don't even know. And over here, this person I scared earlier is Marl. So it's launch day, huh? Hal's going to miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program, just say the word. sure. We all know you have it out for that tree. What? No, just think it's in the way, and someone ought to chop it down, you know? Specifically me. You think this has to do with the time I fell out of it and broke my arm? That was when we were hatchlings. Who would hold a grudge for that long? You? And, yep, can't go into his house either. Check out behind. Yep, okay. Positional audio is fine. Boing. Got some floaty jump physics here, but, you know, that's fine. Oh, here's the rutile, huh? You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? They really don't explode off anymore. I'm told odds of survival are statistically quite high. Yeah, the space program's certainly come a long way. I should probably thank you for causing fewer flash fires than your predecessors. By the way, good luck with those retro rockets. Yep. Postcards from orbit. Let's use the satellite camera. This projector is linked to our Sky Shutter satellite, which is currently orbiting Timber Hearth. Satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras. See if you can take a snapshot of our village. So, forward snapshot, rear view snapshot. Okay, so it's constantly orbiting if I keep hitting. In fact, there it goes, right there, yeah. And here's something coming up. Interesting stuff. Okay. What's this here, then? This pilot sea used by pioneering astronaut Feldspar is all that remains of our inaugural flight into space. Although it's been argued such a distinction requires a breathtakingly liberal definition of flight, that day will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in Hearthian history. Yep, sure it will. And this is not going to let me look at it any closer. This. Ooh, jetpack. More things. And things. And vehicles and such. And pieces of a suit. Okay. Alright. It's night time again. Once again here. Alrighty, well, let's move on. I don't suppose there's any reason for me to do this. Oh, yeah, this is death. Maybe? Okay. You are dead. Yeah. That I am. Thank you for noticing that. Yeah, okay, slow fade out. And there's the credits. Okay, yeah, let's just hit enter. I'm not gonna, yeah, alright. Well, no saving, apparently. Or at least none yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Let's wake up again. There's another explosion again. We saw that before. Don't know exactly what's going on there. But here we are. Let's just run through this pretty quickly. Wow. And we'll talk to you. And say the same things because I don't want to make it any different than it was. Can't interact with any of this stuff here. So, don't jump down that geyser hole. Sure. And this thing again. Yep. There you go. There's my landing. And yeah, fly the real thing. Yep, he should. Let's fly the real thing. Let me chat with the folks again real quick because I don't know whether or not that makes any difference. But that's, you know. That's the chances we take here. Oops. Alright, sure, and then this again, which, here's the porch, oops, rear view snapshot. Yeah, and that, and we read this. Alright. Make sure to chat with everybody. Yep. Using this signal scope to find others. Yep. And the last person, oh, I think that was it, actually. The last person was that. There's no one outside of this building. Alright, now, this time we're actually going to the observatory, okay? Oh, there's still some more folks here. Cool. Ooh, we could probably jump onto this. We'd want to, but we could. Okay, whatever. Let's just not bother. How about you two? Tefra. Hello, astronaut. It isn't my favorite troublemaker. We wanted to play hide and seek, but Rain won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Sure, let's play. Woohoo! Okay, here are the rules. Galena and me will hide with these radios, and you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting. Oh, sure enough, we closed our eyes. Alright, let's equip the signal scope. This is obviously a tutorial. Ah, I see you over there. Okay. Oh, you found me? The one hiding spot was super good. Don't forget, you have to find both of us, okay? Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Wow. Barely. Is there something up here? Oh, there you are. Brilliant. I won. I'm happy. Yay. Thanks for playing with us. Cool. Alright. Good deal. Let's try that again. I guess they're probably... Yeah, they're still out there. I was hoping to talk to Galena by herself. Or himself. Itself. Themselves. Before this, but oh well. What's done is done. Hello, fisherman. Smile. Fishing around. Singing helps me pass the time. Digging crater. Guess we'll all be a little busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water planet, giant steep. That's where I'd go. Why is that? One time, after the rest of the village left to sleep, and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabriel told me about their first trip to that giant steep. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves. They couldn't see too far down, and kind of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabriel wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. They traveled down and down. And suddenly, Gabriel couldn't go any further. You tell me more. I will. I was just pausing dramatically. As though exercising a will of its own, the water was refusing to let Gabriel go any deeper. It held Gabriel back, almost as if it were trying to protect them from something. And then, in the terrible darkness, Gabriel saw it. The tentacle of some hideous beast. Was there a sapwine involved during Gabriel's campfire? Come to think of it, don't you have somewhere you should be exploring that isn't here? Okay, that was the wrong conversation option, I think. Oh well. Oh well. I said the wrong things. How typical of me. some people know exactly what I'm talking about. Wow, this is quite the trek up here to the quote-unquote observatory. And there's still plenty of other things to look at up here as well. Besides just going straight to the observatory. What's this Zero-G cave note here? Hey, come say hi to your old flight coach before your launch. I've got Zero-G training set up if you want a refresher. Awesome. Okay, I probably will need it. Hello, Arcos. Hi, astronaut. You know the patch of ghost matter inside this fence? Gosson said it used to be bigger when they were hatchling, because ghost matter evaporates. It just takes a super long time to go away. I hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm a grown-up. Ghost matter is awesome. Burn the heck out of you. Should be throwing rocks in the ghost matter strangers. Tight lost their foot, right? Whoa, really? That is so cool. Yeah. Don't you forget, pal. What's over here? Probably nothing, hopefully. Oh, no, someone else to talk to. Lots of people here. Moraine! Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. What are you up to? I'm using my signal scope to pick up sounds from distant planets. It's set to the Outer Wilds Ventures frequency, so I can pick up the traveler's music. Last night I heard Ryback's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets, too. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. Sure. And this is the frequency. Oh, we can change the zoom level too. That's okay. There's a hide and seek. Okay, so just those two for right now. Someone walking around, I guess, apparently. Interesting stuff, okay. Wow, really far away. I don't know what that is. I wonder if we have to eventually, like, figure out things like that and solve puzzles that span the galaxy or whatever. What's this? I saw smoke coming from the Young Bark's crater. Blech. I saw smoke coming from Young Bark crater up north. Figured I should go check it out. You can use a scout launcher, just please don't break it while I'm gone. Tektite. Alright, here's Tektite up here. There's what he was talking about, I guess. East, know my ruins. Okay. See, there's where's all this stuff? South, Quantum Grove Crater. That's where he went, I think, he said. Northwest, Geyser Mountains. Yeah. That rings true. North, Young Bark Crater. Whatever, okay, that's where he went. So let's use the scout launcher. Aim the launcher. Going to go left or right, and we'll launch the scout. Take a snapshot. And we can keep on. And we'll hold it to bring it back. Okay, cool. And over here. This is where he's. Oops. Young Bark Crater you said he went to, so there it is. Presumably. And then it just crashes. Oh, I could have rotated the camera too. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, well, this is slow and weird to rotate. Well, going quite the distance over to this thing. This is what we saw earlier on that other thing. That's an interesting symbol there. I wonder if that means anything. Yeah, this... It's a very weird set of controls here. I don't know why it's set up like that. And lastly, this one over here. I don't know why so many things are tied to the right mouse button. I haven't even used the left mouse button for anything yet. Thunk. Oh, that got stuck in the trees there. Alright, well, there we go. Let's put it away. Very, very strange controls. So that's ghost matter, huh? I'm guessing if I were to touch it, it would not be good. Danger inside its fence is a pocket of ghost matter, a strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eyes. Good news is that you can detect ghost matter with the camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around, Hornfells. So here's the camera. We can aim and take a snapshot. Yeah, okay, we can definitely see the ghost matter with it. It just kind of is there. Okay. I wonder if we're supposed to use the camera for something else while it's here. Not going to worry about it. Well, before doing either of these two other things, let me keep on exploring a little bit, if I can. I'm not going to go down there. Looks like certain death too. Holy crap, look at all this stuff. Can't quite get up there. And this is just another angle on this, I guess, to get down there. Whew. Very deep. Can't get up there, which is probably for the best. Okay, now we'll check these out. Wow, look at that. Alright, now we'll check these out here. The 0G Cave. Gossin. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? I'm a little nervous, yeah. Good. Everyone should be a bit nervous going into space. I got cocky during my first flight and nearly put a new crater in the moon. Still, I was never as green as you. That's almost like he says. Oi, you know better than to believe a word that lunatic says about me. They're still sore I made them install a safety harness in the cockpit. Claim to it. Throw off the thrust-to-weight ratio. Honestly, one of these days I'm going to throw off Slate's thrust-to-weight ratio. So listen. There's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the 0G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute 0G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make the ship repairs in space. You can make ship repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming up. Cool, get to it. Try not to concuss yourself right before your first launch. I'll try not to. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what this is like here. What this is all about. He even painted the inside of this with stars. Isn't that nice of him? Flashlight. Oh, there's definitely lower G's here. Mining pick. We can't do anything with that, though. Maybe he didn't paint the stars. Maybe it's naturally like this. I don't know. It's pretty interesting, though. 0G cave, that way. And you can't... Oh, suit up. Sure. Looks like we're suited up. Okay. Do we have like a... Alright, I guess I don't know if we have a... Yeah, we do have a specific amount of fuel. That much I can see. Alright. There. Lots of barrels and crates around here. Crate and barrel, huh? Excuse me. Oh, I just coughed right into the mic. So it was very good of me. Schmert. What, there's horizontal thrust? What was that about? Pops up every now and then. Huh. I guess when I'm in the... Yeah, once I'm in the air, I guess. Yeah, that appears. Okay. Let's talk to whoever this is. We have plenty of O2 at least. Tough. Hey, nice of you to drop down. Games with your determined. So you're going in there in the cave? What? No, I'm fine. Great and fine. You don't look fine. Well, you know I hate that cave, so I don't know why you're making me talk about it. Now I got hand sweats. Well, that's... I don't like the sound of this. 0G cave, huh? This way. So we're just going to kind of drop down. Hopefully not break any legs. Excuse me. So far, so good. Bonk. I'm not sure why we would need down thrust. Unless we were, like, speedrunning this game. Oh, dear. My guess is that we're going towards the core of the planet here. And that's what's happening. That's why we're seeing such a roundness here, you know? That's my guess, because this is a very tiny planet. Alright, here we go, into the 0G cave. Alright, so let's lock on. Space to hold and match velocity. Okay, I'm glad they at least have that feature going. And, oh, we can roll with R. Nice, okay. Alright, what's the, oh, E, hold to repair. Don't know how we're repairing it, but okay dokie. It's match velocity and then head to it. And repair it. Alright, well, this isn't so bad. Oh. Need to get a little closer. It was moving away from me, I suppose. I hear some more somethings, but where? I don't see where it is. Is it inside the middle of it? Here? Oh, that's where it is, yep. Alright, there we go. Yay, training simulation complete. Hooray! I'll go out the other end. Yee. Oh, alright. That wasn't so bad. I can get a hang of that, I suppose. Whoa. Whoa, I got stuck there, okay. And keep thrusting. I got plenty of fuel for now. Yeah, up a little higher. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, I guess we then can leave here. Let's talk to him again, see if he has anything else to say here. Attlerock, need something? Give me the dirt. Some fresh dirt? Not much happening down here lately. Let me think. Come to think of it, Tech saw something crash outside of the village crater earlier. That's no different. Oh, hey, how about that? Yeah, they were on fire watch with the old scout launcher and saw smoke, so they went to check it out. Safety first, right? No, I'm kidding. I said that to Tech once. Pretty rude how long they laughed for, if you ask me. I don't care. That's alright. Okay. There we go, and now we'll go back up to the surface. Oh, I guess we've already taken off our suit. Good. As we were doing that. So yeah, that seems to be exactly what I thought it was. Yeah. At the center of the Earth there's no gravity. It's 0 G. So. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space, but just remember your training. Try not to hit anything big. I can see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck out there. Oh, he's missing an eye. I didn't even notice that. And hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I put so much time into training you. Got it? Good. That's the idea. Alright, finally, let's head over here. Is this the observatory? It's on the way to it anyway. Up there. It's just a little pool of water here. Here, and there's another crank. Don't know what any of this is for. Can't seem to interact with it anyway, so that's all good. We'll just keep going. Woo, that's a long way down. Okie dokie. Finally. Oh, there's the launch tower. Here is the observatory, which we can't really get into here. Looks like we have to get into it from here. Okie dokie. Hornfels, Gosen, Feldspar, Esker, and Slate. Signed portrait. Attlerock's Ventures founding members. Clockwise from top left. Hornfels, Gossen, Slate, and Feldspar. Okay. Big thanks to these additional founding members of Attlerock's Ventures, without whom we would never have gotten off the ground. Okay. Matthew Steinauer, Bennett. Okay, so these... According to you up the pie. These are probably Kickstarter whatchamacallit, contributors, whatever, patrons, something like that. So that's cool. Probably at a high level or something too. Attlerock's Ventures, Timberhearth's first and only space program, was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. They completed the first orbit around Timberhearth and later made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Attlerock. Okay. This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with our most detailed look yet at the Nomai, who appear to have been covered with a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where the species came from or what happened to them. But they're still out there. Hey, Hal. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited, it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want, anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Oh, jeez. Do not break it. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous. I'm not even the one going into space. How are you feeling? I'm excited. Good. You've only been waiting for this day since we were hatchlings. I can't wait to see all your training pay off. So what's the dirt? You here to see the new Nomai statue? New statue? You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back with them from Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nomai looks like, but I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know, and for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, jeez, I got a little carried away there. Go on. You have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? Yeah. Sure do. Interesting antlers, too. Alright, here is finally the observatory. Huh. Alright, well, let's look around here. See what we can see. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. The ground is perfectly level. So what do you think causes this spooky motion? The answer is the moon! As it orbits our planet, the Attlerock's gravity pulls on objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. Yeah, okay. Great. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on church observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. And all of them. Oh, see, they even have a picture of that location on this planet. And I don't know where that is. Probably somewhere else on this planet. I don't know. And that. This crystal was taken from Nomai Ruin on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion and was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. Yep, same substance. Okay. Huh. Alright, that's interesting. I bet this stuff was not easy to program, you know. Okay. The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the Little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. Good. So glad to hear it. Huh. What you see here are parts of the Nomai skeleton. You can tell from their skulls that they possess antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. Only 3. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, show us that Harthians couldn't have descended from Nomian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system. Okay, that's an interesting thing. Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. This decorated pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe, or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nomai born in our solar system, or were they born among other stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? These are just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xenoarchaeological expeditions. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, this is my translator thing. Okay, let me read this first. This piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. Okay, we'll hold and translate that. Interesting. Cassava, we're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Felix, fortunately, the Attlerock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. This is interesting indeed. Okay. Before going up there, let's check. Oh, what's this? I think I saw that break up when we first booted up the game in here. I don't know. Wait, wasn't that over there? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? The strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. You can say that again. Because the moment you look away from it and look back, it's different. If you look away from all of them, it can move to a different location. Okay, that is like, wow, super creepy indeed. Alright, that's weird. I'm sorry. I'm just messing with it there. Okay, good. What I have to say is quite a shame is that this game seems to have just been overshadowed by another much more popular game that was released at almost the exact same time as this one. Specifically, The Outer Worlds, you know. Because I think this one deserves just as much attention. Quite frankly. Ornfell's observations. This is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image are stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the farther away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? Okay, same thing. Well, so far, a lot of the science they're talking about here is actually not far off from real science, actual science, you know. Not exactly the same. Alright, let's view this one. Oh, hey! Okay. I was not expecting that. Well, alright, so this is our map. Dark Bramble, Giant's Deep, Hourglass Twins, Brittle Hollow, star over there or something. That okay. We can pan the view around. Good. All right. Kind of. All right. Not true 3D, but okay. We can zoom the view. Yes, I would like to zoom in. What is going on here? We don't know. They don't. Oh, it looks like maybe a black hole or something. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. Brittle Hollow. Timberhearth is where we are. The Attlerock is its moon. The Hourglass Twins. That looks ash and ember. The sun itself with something flying around it. Don't know what. Dark Bramble is really weird looking. Giant's Deep, I guess, supposed to be like Jupiter or something. And oh yeah, there's the pieces of something we just saw break up. This is interesting. Alright, let's close that. And let's finally talk to Hornfells. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? We'll learn more about the Nomai. I'll meet up with other travelers. Some of the ones gone before. I think I'll start with something small. I don't know. What do I get? I'm going to wing it. Planning to follow in the footsteps of Feldspar in the great Outer Wilds Ventures tradition, are you? I might have guessed. Well, see if you can't put that translator tool of yours to good use while you're out there. Well then, looks like all that's left is to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for launch. Ready to die? I'm ready to get off this rock. Excellent, you'll be needing the launch codes then. Here they are. Better get off the ground before Slate makes any more modifications to your ship, eh? Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Am I supposed to memorize that? Dash, 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 dot, dot, and dash, dot. Hello again. Was there something you needed? Where are the other travelers? Well, let's see. Church's on the Hourglass Twins. Ryback is on Brittle Hollow, and Gabbro is on Giant's Deep. And there's Feldspar, obviously, but of course we don't know where they are, or if they're even still alive. Feldspar has been lost for a very long time, I'm afraid. Is there something else you needed? Tell me more about Feldspar. Feldspar is one of the 4 founding members of Outer Wilds, along with our flight coach Gosson, Slate the engineer, and me. As ground control and later the museum curator, I didn't work with Feldspar as closely as Slate and Gosson did. I can tell you Feldspar was absolutely fearless, though. Nothing scared them. Test piloted everything Slate ever built. It's a wonder Feldspar lived to see space, frankly, but they did. Flew all sorts of dangerous stunts and explored everything they could find. And then one day they just didn't come back. We don't know what happened or where Feldspar went, or even whether they're still alive. It's been a long time since they left. Is there something else you need? Thanks, I'm good. Take care. Alright, yay, we have launch codes. Let's go. So I've been streaming for about an hour or thereabouts. But I think that's fine. We can go a little bit longer. Well, oh. Hi. I see. Okay. 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 Yeah. So that happened. Later. Creepy statue. And we'll head to the launch tower here. Oh. Hey, so did you get a good look at the Nomai statue? Statue looked at me and opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes opened, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? No, that statue is definitely weird. I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did, but why? One of us tried everything to get the statue's eyes open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabbro said they were going back to Giant Steep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'd be able to tell you more? On the other hand, Gabbro's, Gabbro, so maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. Geez, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck, and safe flying. Does it have writing on it? I don't think it does. And see, why is this thing? And we can change frequencies here. Yeah. So no, it's not that. I don't know what is there a button that brings up that other tool? The translator. Let's go to the rebind controls and see if I missed that, perhaps. Translate. No, it's just the right key. The signal scope is Y, yeah. No. Nope. I'll go ahead and get back into it here. Okay. Thanks, Al. So hopefully this will be like a relatively quick way to get back to our launch pad. Oh, I know where it's going to dump me out. Yeah. I know exactly where this will wind up. Okay, logging. Howdy, Tefra. Hello, astronaut. Are you going into space today? Are you going to space and never coming back like Feldspar did? Don't worry, I'll come back. That's what Feldspar said too, but they never did. Hornsfeld will be really sad if you don't come back, like how sad it makes them to talk about Feldspar. So you should make sure you don't get lost in space too. Oh, damn sure try not to. Alright, kid. Nice cowboy outfit. Or at least hat. Yeah, there is this one. Turn off the light. Oh, that stuff happened again. Yep, and here we are. This is the one little area we couldn't go up there. Yeah. Alright, Slate. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of the launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Sorry. You should be. Alright. Let's enter these launch codes. Here we go, folks. Oh boy, this is not going to be good, is it? Yeah, no. I can already tell. This isn't going to end well, or begin well, for that matter. All right. Whoop. We're in now. That's weird. Okay. Okay, the hatch does let us come out. Okay. Oh, that was the hatch we saw on the side. Okay. Here's the ship log. entries here, village. One and only Harthian village, as well as the main source of explosions on this planet. Okay, the Nomai statue in the observatory opened its eyes and looked at me. I saw a strange with a maximum memory flash before my eyes. Yep. House the statue has never opened its eyes before, despite Hohenfeld's best efforts. Zero-G Cave. Cave at the very soon Timber Hearth used by Outer Wilds Ventures to train new astronauts. Has successfully repaired another satellite for Gaussian. Okay, so this is... Okay. Find in rumor mode. Okay, this is interesting. And Giant's Deep. Gabbro. Houses Gabbro went back to Giant's Deep to try to learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. Alright, so Nomai text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on the Attlerock. Really? Alright, that's interesting. This is what gives us gravity inside the ship. That makes sense. That's good. That's for suiting up, which, wow, that is not a space-worthy suit. No, sir. And we got plenty of marshmallows, though, at least. And tools. Bedroll, maybe. Lots of interesting stuff here. Oxygen refill. Spot a tree. Walk towards it. Enjoy. Okie dokie. We even have our own little plants here, too. Okay. Oh, I see. Maybe that's what was generating the field to suck us up or whatever. See if we leave. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Buckle up. Here we are. We can't save the game. That's what really sucks about this. We can unbuckle. Say, nope, we're not doing this. Alright, let's buckle up. Here's the liftoff or landing camera. You can view the map. I would recommend we check out, like they said, maybe Giant Steep, or let's just go to the moon, the Attlerock, and whatever that. There's the thing. Let's lock onto Attlerock here. What do you say? Or maybe just somewhere else on our own planet. Let's go to the Attlerock. Or there's this, whatever it is. Anyway, alright, so lift off camera. Here we go. Well, that was easy. Relatively speaking. There's the Attlerock. Let's see, so we got horizontal thrust. Downward thrust, okay. Whoa, okay, bounce. This is really weird. I guess we're here. We're on the Attlerock. Well, that was easier than I was expecting. I'm guessing we're gonna need to suit up though, because yeah. Little scout. See beyond the horizon. Eliminate dark areas. Detect hazards. Test the environment. Do we have a little scout? I doubt we do. Okay. I don't know. Let's open the hatch. Alright, we're on Attlerock. Point 4. Unidentified signal nearby. Really? Well, oh, yeah, oxygen tank refilled. We just have to move to near some trees, apparently. Esker. Oh, hey, it's you! Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. I guess I don't need the suit then, if you're not wearing a suit. Don't the other travelers come by? The lunar outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Turk comes by to say hi, but Gabbro's Gabbro, and you know how Ryback feels about unnecessary space flight. Don't go, I mean, anything else you wanted to ask? Seems lonely up here. A little. I'm in touch with ground control, Hornfelds and Goss mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. And when ground control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch my little scout at the village. I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travelers, since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. You don't always get that in our solar system, let alone in our village. So you whistling? Probably, or actually definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with a signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. North Pole is marked in red on your mini-map. But the Attlerock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north. You can't miss it. What is this place? Very funny. Oh, stars above. You're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot, like more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down on the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here and raising saplings from Timber Hearth and keeping an eye on things. Okie dokie, talk to you later. Oh, okay. I guess it will get refueled automatically back in the ship, I'm hoping. Lots of far away things. That's a little further away. So I guess the red ones are much further away. That's the reason why they're red, after all. That one's fast moving. Huh. Here, we're gonna roast a marshmallow. Yay. Let's, interesting. Let's head back to the ship. And what happens, I mean, I might not die, but if I return the suit and then leave. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what I was kind of expecting. Oh, hello. So, wait. Oh. Wait a second. Oh, we have... Wait. Alright, that's a really weird... Did I just die? Oh, bad dream or something, still kind of sleep, but that's a negative on being deceased. I know it's tradition to sleep out under the stars at night before launch, but if you ask me, it makes you all a bit jumpy. Okay. So, that's... Didn't I already lift off? I would have missed that. Alright, that's interesting the way they're treating this, little checkpoint system or save system or whatever here. Okay. Do I have all the same logs, perhaps? Yeah. There's camp, lunar outlook. Crop of trees, their camp. Seem to be doing okay, but they've probably been a little Attlerock's North Pole, Morph Red in my mini-map is a great spot to listen for other travelers' music with signals. Okay, okay. Well, I have to say, so far I am intrigued. Whoa, whoa. Alright, let's, like the free look. Oh, there's a thing from there. There's some stuff there. Are we actually falling back? Yeah. No, I don't want to fall back down into that. No. Where's the moon? It ought to be around here somewhere, right? Attlerock, is that the... Yeah, Attlerock. Oh, I see. That's for, like, adjusting our own... movements to match it. Ah! Oh, exit shift to repair. Landing. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So let's see what happens now. When it comes to like repairing the ship. Oh, that's all, huh? Oh, that's pretty easy. Easy enough anyway. Alright, I see the minimap now. I wasn't paying attention to that earlier. So this is the North Pole up here. Oh, there's his camp. Again. Okay, we've already talked to him, so yeah, enough of that. Alright, let's go this way. Alright, so this is the North Pole-ish, anyway. This is definitely an interesting game, I have to say. It's like it wants to take itself seriously, maybe. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48, still not picking up Rybeck's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Day 51, listen to Chirp play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and Gosson that their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55, banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sounds like Ryback's doing okay. That oaf, I was worried. Day 63, today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know, it was probably nothing. Day 70, no, it's back again today too. Something strange is coming from Timber Hearth. Day 76, okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timber Hearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. But Feldspar's disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. Day 88, it's still here. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope is broken? I better talk to Nace. Okay, so let's equip our signal scope. And there's the harmonica of which he was speaking. Alright. There's that, of course. And whatever's happening there, I don't know. There's another harmonica-ish. Something coming from the sun there or something? There's the banjo. So now I see why they say the North Pole is the best place to hear these things. Alright, very weird. Indeed. Okay, so... it even shows your a map of your where you're traveling. Oh, look, there's some stuff. Actually, before I do that, let me head over here to refill O2. And you got anything? Nope, nothing new to say. Okay, good. Just checking. So what is... Okay, this is just... I'm sure there's a story behind this that I'm not remembering now, but that's okay. Let's check out the South Pole here, just for the heck of it. Because I want to... There's that one weird place over there. Oh, look at this. Well, there's definitely something that was here at least at one point. Definitely at the very south end of the South Pole. Hello, little ball. Okay, this is a definite puzzle. Oh, that's the scout launcher. This thing started rotating as I... Oh, that's... Okay, that's some glass or something there. Oh, hello. Let's translate. Yes, I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, giant steep, and brittle hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. This is just a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet my apprentice and I will make adjustments and try again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. So I decided to maybe deposit this, my friends, but I believe we need to build a more sophisticated device. We want to find the exact location of the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, because our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. Okay, well, we can't stay here too terribly long. We do have... okay, there's... okay. Scroll. Insert scroll. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? Maybe need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. Make sure and Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. This was very strange. On the Emperor Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. Yes, let's build there. Imagine our young... on where? Brittle Hollow. Southern Glacier. Our young friend Konoe would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. There'll be construction on Brittle Hollow, South Pole immediately then. Huh. Oh, thank goodness. Trees are... okay, good. Okay, wow. Wow, I've seen this ruin in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself, it's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of Nomai locator. We can point out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way. But from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something specific. I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just going to get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. No stars above. It's like a game that's somewhat not taking itself seriously, but also taking itself seriously. It's hard to explain. What is happening here? Okay, and if we move it over to something like this, What is with this? Okay, there you go. Lines them up, and so it points out the sun. And always keeps the sun in view. I'm assuming that's the sun that it's pointing at. This should be the giant thingamabob or whatever. Right? Yeah. It's pointing towards that. That's what he said in his little review or whatever. And then this should be, I guess, our own planet or something. Or, no, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Something keeps happening there. Over and over. Okay. But then putting it over here, and it just keeps rotating and rotating and rotating. Like it can't find where it needs to go. I'm just going to leave this alone then and let it just leave it alone. Okay. All right, let's head back to our ship, wherever that may be, and we might as well explore some more of the surface here while we got some O2 with which to do so. But I think I'm probably going to cut it off here pretty soon, because oh hey, that's a thing. Because I've been streaming for quite a little while now. Oh, I'm going down. I certainly hope there's some trees or something around here. Oh, there's some stuff here. Ooh, I can refuel the jetpack. I don't need to just yet, though. Church research notes. Property of church. This is an old crater. The neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matches the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. I'd posit the Attlerock was hit with a piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. Follow up on, maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. And that could be, I guess, maybe. Boy, this is just the orientation and everything here is really weird. Ow. Okay, let's I'm still just exploring around here. There's where we came from over there. 3 minutes oxygen remaining. Okay, I'm glad it does have some warnings like that. That is nice indeed. Okay, I think we might as well head back to the ship then. This is most certainly gotta get up here. There we go. Good. Yep, see, it has replenished the O2. Now, if I return the suit, does the fuel replenish on its own or not? Oh, it does. Good. And I don't know what the 100% there is. 0 through 5. Health and fuel fill. Oh! Okay, there's the thing right there. Alright. Good. Good. View our logs here. Some new things, rumors, and wow, lots of stuff here. Okay. So we still don't know about this entry here. Camp, yeah, seems to be doing okay. Lookout platform is spectacular. Social use the signal scope here to keep tabs. Yep, he sure does. Harmonica signal. I'm going to come from somewhere on Timber Hearth. They claim it sounds just like Feldspar's harmonica, but Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. Rumor review. Interesting. So from the village to here, the eye signal locator. Nomai device created to pinpoint the sources of distant signals. The Nomai were disappointed by their failure to detect signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. Alright, back headed to the Brittle Hollow to investigate something the Nomai were doing at the South Pole. Yep. Nomai decided to build a large, more sophisticated eye signal on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. Yep. And that's where... Okay. Well, this is fascinating stuff here. Huh. Alright, I think I'm going to... Oh, come on. I thought I fixed this ship. Apparently not all of it. Let's suit up and see if we need to fix more of it. Oh, okay. Yes, we do. Any other bits and pieces and parts that we need to fix? Don't think so. Ah! Whoa, not too far. Okay. Doesn't look like it. Yep, see, we fixed it now. Alright. Let's buckle up. I'm going to quit, reset loop, and quit to main menu. Sure, I guess so. This is an interesting game here. I mean, I've been streaming now for over an hour and a half, and I'm enjoying it. I probably wouldn't have spent this much time on it if I didn't enjoy it. This may be something I will continue to play, either on my own, or in future streams, or a combination. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But here we are, and I have to say, I am enjoying what I'm seeing here. Although I do find that the tone is maybe a little bit wonky. Like, it wants to be irreverent, but it also has serious elements in it. It's hard for me, anyway, to nail it down exactly what they're going for here. But, you know, maybe that's its charm and its own thing. I can get behind that. Okay, I'm done for today then. If anyone has been watching live, I guess one person has. Thank you for doing so. Please follow me here at twitch.tv/SturmB if you are so inclined. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I'm simply known as Sturm. And on Twitter, where I am also at SturmB. And that's the best place to follow me. That's where I have any announcements, cancellations, postponements, etc., as well as just general chit-chat, retweets, and stuff like that. Excuse me, I am having some gaseous problems today. Not that you needed to know that, but there it is. If you've been watching on YouTube, thank you. Please smash the like button, kick subscribe, and hit the bell, and comment down below. I most definitely will read any comments and respond to them, as long as they aren't spam. I've been getting a lot of that lately on my videos. Well, not a lot, just one per video. I guess that's up to you whether or not you consider that a lot. Anyway, here comes my stuttering problem again. Anyway, I stream every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. Pacific, or 0100 UTC, as well as Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 11 a.m. Pacific, or 1800 UTC. Please adjust for your time zone. I will see you all next time. Until then, please take care and stay safe.